Good day, boys and girls. We are going to be going over your Chapter 2 Multiply Whole Numbers Check My Progress Study Guide. This is for your Chapter 2 Quiz 2, Lessons 6 through 10. All right, now just as a reminder, when you have these videos, you need to make sure that you do the problems first, then watch the answers. So this means that you could be pausing between questions. If you haven't done the problems yet, hit pause, solve the problem, then hit play to see the answers. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. 2 times 5 are blank blank because they are easy to multiply mentally. Well, they are called compatible numbers. So they're easy numbers to multiply. For example, I could say that 24 times 10, they're compatible because it would be 240. Okay, 6 plus 4 are compatible numbers because they equal 10. Now 13 times 276 or plus 276, that's not really going to be a compatible number because you would have a little bit of difficulty solving it mentally. Now granted, you could solve it mentally, but it's not quick and fast. Okay, you'd have to do a lot of work in your head. All right, number 2. The answer to a multiplication problem is called a product. Now this is how I remember it. Factor times factor equals product. And you know how you have factories, and what do factories make? They make products. So factories make products. So if you have like a sneaker factory, the product is sneakers. If you have a car factory, the product is cars. So that's how I remember it. All right, number 3. To solve this problem, 5 times the sum of 4 plus 2, we can multiply 5 times 4, which equals 20, and 5 times 2, which equals 10, and then add 20 plus 10 to get 30. This method is called the distributive property. Distributive property. Now, this was explained to you in words, but if I wanted to do it like mathematically, it would look like this. Okay, 5 times 4 equals 20, plus 5 times 2 equals 10, and 20 plus 10 equals 30. All right, question number 4. The number 3 in 5 to the 3rd power tells us how many times to repeat 5 as a factor. In this case, 5 to the 3rd power equals 5 times 5 times 5, which gives us the product 125. It is called so what is this 3 called? Now we know it's an exponent, but this starts with a P. So what do you think that's referring to? Power. It's called a power. All right, number 5. The number 5 in 5 to the third power is called the base. And the number 3 in 5 to the third power is called the, and I already gave the answer to you, exponent. All right, good job, kids. Moving on. All right, so this is the distributive property. All right, so on the left, they've given you what we call scaffolding. So we've given you a little bit of help. And then on 8, you're going to do what you did on 7, but we haven't really given you the little brackets and things like that. So for number 7, one answer could be 3 times the sum of, let's see, I could say we have to have something that adds up to 12. So you could do 5 and 7. Okay, so then that would be 3 times 5 plus 3 times 7, and 3 times 5 is 15, and 3 times 7 is 21, and then that would equal 36. All right, now I used 5 and 7. Really you could have anything that adds up to 12. So, I mean, there's like endless combinations. I mean, you could have 1 and 11, you could have 2, and 10, 3 and 9, 4 and 8, 4, 5 and 7, 6 and 6. Okay, so these are all the combinations that you could have had. Okay, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but here you definitely want to have a 36, and here you definitely want to have a 36. And then here and here you could have any one of these. Okay, all right, so now we have 8 and we have 24 times 6. Okay, so we could, you know what, yeah. You really could have made the 6 first and the 24 on the inside, or you could have the 24 on the outside. Again, there's lots of different answers here for this problem. So we would say answers vary. So if you had a teacher's answer key, it would say answers vary, which means there could be more than one correct answer. So I might give you more than one correct answer on this one. All right, so I could have 24, and I could have 2 plus 4, okay? And then this would be 24, times 2. Oops, sorry. 24 times 2 plus 24 times 4, okay? And that would be 48 plus 96, 14, 144. Okay, that could be one answer. Now, I'm going to tell you this has to stay the same and this has to stay the same because it's obviously the answer. So I'm going to erase this. Now, I believe you did learn about the commutative property of multiplication, which means that we actually can write this as 6 times 24, which makes this much easier. Oh, just do 20 plus 4. We're trying to use compatible numbers, easy numbers, okay? So 20 plus 4. All right, so 6, so this would be 6 times 20 plus 6 times 4. So 6 times 20 is 120, plus 6 times 4 is 24. And that will give us 144. I actually like this answer the best. Okay, so that's what I would do there. Now, in looking at this, I'm wondering if we go back here, maybe the best answer would have been, I'm going to change my color here. I guess you could have done 10 and 2, 10 and 2, and that would be 30 and 6. Maybe that's another easy one to do. Okay. All right. So again, answers vary on this. Lots of different ways to get the correct answer. Okay. All righty. And here we go. All right. Estimate, then multiply. Use your estimation to check your answer. All right. So here we have 34 times 7. So 34 rounds to 30, and 7 rounds to 10. So we multiply those and we get 0, 0, 3. So we get 300. And now we need to multiply for an exact answer. 7 times 4 is 28, carry the 2. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 is 23. Okay, so it's 238. All right. Now, next problem. All right, estimate 137 times 6. Okay, I am going to estimate to 140 times 6. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 4 is 24. 6, 7, 8, 840. Okay, you could have estimated, again, for the estimates, there's just lots of different ways to estimate. You could have estimated to 100, and then you could have estimated this to 10. But you see, that would be 1,000. And that to me is just too far away. Okay? So anyway, there you have it. So 137 times 6. Now, when you estimate, do whatever your teacher told you to do, how to estimate. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, this is 6 times 1 is 6. 7, 8, 822. Alrighty, next problem. All right, 45 times 19. I would make this 50 times 20. And I'd have 0, 0, and then 2 times 5 is 10. So that would be 1,000. And here we have 45 times, oops, I don't like that, times 19. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 4 is 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I'm done with the 9. Add a 0 as a placeholder. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 4 is 4. Add those together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 0 plus 5 is 5. And 4 plus 4 is 8. So that is 855, which is pretty close to 1,000. Problem 12, 706 times 26. So I am going to round this to 700 times 30. Okay. So we have 3 zeros, so 1, 2, 3, and 3 times 7 is 21. So we have 21,000. And now we have 706 times 26. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. 6 times 7 is 42. I'm done multiplying by the 6. Add a 0 as a placeholder. 2 times 6 is 12, carry the 1. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 2 times 7 is 14. We can't carry, so we just put the 1 there. We're going to add. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. 4 plus 4 is 8. Nothing plus 1 is 1. Now we count over 3 spaces for our comma, and we have 18,356. Question 13. Anthony's father asked him to fill up his brother's baby pool using the garden hose. The hose pours 22 gallons each minute. Anthony turned on the hose for 9 minutes until it was filled up. About how many gallons of water does the baby pool hold? Now remember, the word about means we can estimate. So we know that it's 22 gallons each minute, and he had the hose on for 9 minutes. We're going to estimate, so we're going to change 22 to an estimate of 20 and 9 minutes to an estimate of 10. We multiply that together, 0, 0, 0, 0. 2 times 1 is 2. So that would be about 200 gallons of water, which, believe it or not, is about how many gallons are actually in a baby pool. All right, last question. Question number 14. The chart to the right shows prices for various sized ice cream cones. The Happy Kids Day Camp took all of their campers out for a treat. They ordered 12 kiddie cones, 27 small cones, 8 medium cones, and 9 large cones. How much were they charged for the ice cream? All right, so let's go back to our information. Here is a chart of the prices. We know that 12 kiddie cones were ordered, 27 small cones, 8 medium, and 9 large. So for each category, we need to figure out how much was spent. We're going to multiply 12 times $2 to find out how much was spent on kiddie cones. That would be $24. Small cones, they ordered 27 at $3 each. 3 times 7 is 21, carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, 7, 8, that's $81. For medium cones, they ordered 8 cones at a price of $4 each, and that would be a total of $32. And for the large cones, they ordered 9 cones at $6 a piece, which equals $54. Now we're going to add up the price of all of the cones to find out how much was spent in all. So we have 24, 81, 32, and 54. Okay, 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 5 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So a total of $191 was spent in all. It is time to explain your answer. The day camp spent $24, $2 each, on 12 kitty cones, $81, $3 each, on 27 small cones, $32, $4 each, on medium cones, and $54, $6 each, on large cones. This totaled $191 in all. So $191 in all. All right, so there you have it. And that actually seems to be a pretty reasonable price for ice cream. So this is definitely, we should find out where this ice cream place is. All right. And good news, folks. This brings us to the end. I wish you good luck on your Chapter 2 Quiz 2. All the best, kids.